We're going to be looking at a difficult example of variables in exponential equations. So, on one side of an equation, we have base 6 to the power of, and that's a 2 if you're having trouble seeing it, 2x plus 5. On the other side, we have 1 over 216, a fraction, essentially. The goal here is to take this side of the equation and put it to base 6. Now, in order to get it to base 6, first of all, 6 is not in a fraction form. So I want to turn this not into a fraction. I need it to be a whole number. So from a fraction to specifically a whole number. What would we do to change this into a whole number? What exponent is it to right now? Just 1. How can I change that exponent to make this a whole number? What is it, Michael? Yeah. So if I change that to a negative, right, this will become 216 over 1 to the power of negative 1. Now, do I need to write it over 1? No. So it's essentially 216 to the power of negative 1. So now I have a whole number.
How did you get from 6 squared plus 5?
So from there, the next step here is again to get this base to base 6. Okay. So we're going to break it into factors. 216. Now, this is an even number, so I know the number 2 will go into it, right? So we can put the number 2. Let's see, 216. Oh, I didn't write it down right. 216 divided by 2. Okay, 108. But this is important. Now, I did this step purposely. This number 2, what base are we aiming for? 6. Is 2 lower than 6 or higher? It's lower, so I've already passed 6. So this is not a good factor to use. We want to use a factor of 6, essentially. So let's see if we can divide 6 into 216 and continue to break it down that way. Okay? So 6 times what? I want you guys to write it in your calculators. That's right. 6 times 36 actually makes 216. So good, we have one base 6. Let's continue that same idea. Can we break 36 into a base of 6? What two values? That's right, 6 by 6, which means we have 1, 2, 3. We multiply 6 3 times, which is written as what? 6 to the power of 3. So we're going to replace 216 with 6 to the power of 3. This exponent is still there. It's just going to be multiplied by that power of 3. And the left side of the equation stays the exact same. Little bit. So, let's simplify this over here. This is an exponent times an exponent. What is 3 times negative 1? That's right. So 6 to the power of negative 3. And if you type that in the calculator, it would give you 1 over 216. So now that we've done that, our bases are the same. Once the bases are the same, we want to focus on just the exponents. That's right. We can cancel out those bases and just rewrite our exponents, being 2x plus 5 is equal to negative 3. Okay? I need to get the x by itself. And I'm going to highlight that so you just see those two steps together. We're now just focusing on those. Let's move this 5 to the other side. What does it become? Negative 5. So this will now say 2x is equal to, what's negative 3 minus 5? Negative 8. Okay. We need to move this 2 to the other side, so we'll need to divide by 2. What will negative 8 divided by 2 be? Negative 4. So x in this question is equal to negative